Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Let's see, I think it's Friday. Is it really Friday? Yes, it is. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope that you all are having a wonderful start to your weekend. To me, the weekend was always kind of like Friday, Saturday. Sunday, was part of the weekend, but you had to work Monday, so you still had to go to bed early, so it never truly felt like a weekend to me. But anyway, enough of that. Give me a second here to get my chat windows up and arranged. We're going to be kicking it off with some Mass Effect 2. We're working our way through there. Hey, Darkcast, how you doing, bud? I was just going to ask you about Airsoft. It's been a little bit since we talked about it. I wonder if you'd gotten any matches lately. Glad to hear that you're still out there playing. Get these posted. Go. All right. You must be somewhere that's not too ungodly hot if you're out there running around playing Airsoft. I can imagine it gets hot as hell with the gear on and everything. That's awesome, man. Somebody not pay attention to your armband color again? All right. I think we're all good here. Let's get booted. Whoops. Hit my microphone. Sorry about that. Let's get booted up here. Inside a building right now. Nice. It's going to be a little cold considering how hot it's been all over the place lately. All right. Let's get this loaded up. Close out a couple apps I don't need here. And Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I keep thinking after Mass Effect 3 we're done, but no, we still have Andromeda after that.
You might want to speak with Tali. She seems very worried about something.
Alright, Tali.
Commander, you might want to speak with Tali. She seems very worried about something.
Alright, I'm going. Over here? Yeah.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
This must be Tali's loyalty mission.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned, posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
I always have time to help my crew. Check in with Jack real quick since we're here. Come on.
I got nothing to say. Why don't you go talk to Miranda?
Right.
Just do your job then. That's all I need from you.
When the bullets are flying, I'm there. Outside that, pretend I'm dead.
Yeah, I remember. He's all grumpy with me. Yeah, I just can't help Darkcast, but, like, I end up playing it as, like, how I would actually respond, versus trying to stick to a specific, you know, storyline. Hey, Studio. How you doing, bud? I've got my chat windows reversed here. Give me a second. That over. There we go. All right, now they're in the right order. All right.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you. Okay, Doctor. We're good. I need probes. Fuel's fine. I think we need to go do Jacob's mission now. Yep. Kali Valhallen threshold. Secure smuggled cargo. Oh, why are you not doing good, Studio? What's up? Your grandfather?
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Probe away. Probe launched.
All right, well, you don't need to, you don't need to talk about it, especially on open chat if you don't want to. But, if you want to talk or something, bud, I'm definitely here for you.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
Yeah, no worries, Arcast. Good luck, bud.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Look at that. It says there it's depleted, but got all that right there. I think we're good now. Yeah. All that. That sounds tough, Studio.
I have detected an anomaly.
Oh. Well, and people don't understand about it because they don't know what it's like, to be you. And so, everybody's experience is uniquely individual. Even let's say about losing a family member. Let's say that, you lose a family member. Somebody says, oh yeah, I lost my whatever too. I know exactly what you're going through. No, they don't. Each individual person's experience is completely unique. And especially with something that's day in, day out, like autism, is, it's unique to you, and it's not something that they can even comprehend. At least if you've gone through, let's say, an experience of losing a family member, that provides a point of reference. But this is something that is completely outside their realm of ability to even imagine. And so, yeah, it's going to attract that people don't understand that. But I think that, it's, granted, I don't know how old you are. I could kind of take a guess based off of our interactions. But it's easy to feel that people don't care about you, because maybe people don't show it every day or something like that. Maybe people aren't the best at showing their emotions. But I'm sure that, you know, people do care about you, that your family does care about you. You know, there's that saying that, I mean, well, and it was even in a song, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And unfortunately, as humans, we get accustomed to something. So, you know, your family is accustomed to you being there. So they may not show the appreciation for you every day that they truly have, just because they're used to it. You know, it's even like if you have a pet, you know, when you get a puppy, it's all new, or it's even like when dating somebody, you know, it's new, it's exciting, you're so happy about everything. But then years down the road, it's very easy to be accustomed to just that person being there. And we may not express to that person how much they mean to us because they're just always there, you know, or the pet that we've had since, you know, being a kid, that's just always there. And then when that's gone, we truly learn how much that pet or that person meant to us by such a void that they've left behind. And that's why, you know, you'll always hear people say that, you know, God, I wish I, you know, had told this person I loved them more often. You know, I wish that I had, you know, taken my dog to the park more. And so humans are very good at adapting. And this is both a strength and a weakness. We're very good at adapting to whatever situation we're in and having that essentially become a baseline. So people that have been through horrible situations can adapt, you know, to that and have that be their baseline. People that are in really awesome, fantastic situations just get used to it, and that's their new baseline. And so it's, you know, it's easy to look around and say, hey, you know, my family doesn't care about me. You know, they treat me like crap, or, you know, nobody says that they appreciate me. Nobody tells me that that they love me. That doesn't necessarily mean, though, that they don't feel that way, or that you aren't appreciated, or that they don't care about you. It's unfortunate how, you know, we do adapt to things in that sense, that we then begin to take people for granted. Unfortunately, one of my friends had a family member just commit suicide. And nobody in this family outwardly seemed to really care about this person. Except for my friend, you know, they were very close to this family member that committed suicide. And now that that person's gone, everybody else is torn apart by their absence. And so essentially everybody else, except my friend here, was doing a bad job of conveying how much that person really meant to them. And maybe if everybody had, you know, that person might still be here. Maybe not. But it's a good lesson to essentially never get complacent about people, or even pets in our lives. Like, I have total regrets over, like, when I've had to put dogs down, I will bawl my eyes out. Like, I am just a wreck, because I bond, you know, so deeply with these pets, and I always regret so much that, like, I didn't take them to a dog park more often. I didn't play fetch with them when I came home from work and I was tired. So it's a very good lesson for you to make sure that you don't get complacent about the people around you. Even though people may get complacent with you and may not show that appreciation to you that you feel you deserve, or, you know, feel that you need just as a human being, you can do better in showing it to them. And oftentimes, if you show that appreciation and that love to your family members, regardless of what they're doing to you, that can turn things around for them, and then it becomes reciprocal. And now they start showing that love and appreciation to you. And so it's tough, man. It really is. And I'm really sorry that you're going through that. Like I said, nobody can relate to what's going on in your head, because they just have no point of reference. You can try and explain it to them. And I've had people, I'm a very empathetic person. If somebody tells me a horrible story about something they went through, as far as I can experience it, I feel like I'm going through that too. Which is brutal for me. When people tell me horrible stories, like, it just wrecks my world. But even at that, when people describe their mental illnesses to me, I can't truly connect to what that is on a day-to-day basis for them. I just don't have the point of reference for it. Like, you could tell me, what autism, essentially means for you and what you go through with it, and I can try to get to, that a close approximation as I can, but I'm still truly not going to be able to appreciate it. And a lot of people aren't even going to take that step to try and put themselves in your shoes. There's people that say, they're like, hey, you doing okay? And I'm like, oh, I got a really bad headache. And some people just go, oh man, that sucks. Here, we need to go do this. And there's other people that, they connect to how a really bad headache affects them. And they, for an instant there, they kind of feel where it puts them in that spot and how horrible they feel and all that. And they go, man, hey, I'm really sorry that, that you've got a really bad headache right now. Hey, is there anything that I can get you? And so, for something that, people don't have a point of reference with, it's like trying to explain the concept of infinity. Now we know that we know intellectually that infinity goes on forever. It has no beginning and no end. Unfortunately, we as limited human beings, we cannot actually appreciate what that means. And we can say, okay, I get it. But we can't really understand it because everything in our world has a beginning and an end. The universe in which we live had a beginning and will someday have an end. Everything that we see, rocks, have a beginning and an end. Everything in our world, our universe, our life has a beginning and an end. So we cannot truly wrap our heads around something that had no beginning and has no end, that is infinite. And so it's, it's like trying to, envision infinity when, somebody is trying to say, hey, due to my illness, I'm experiencing this, and this is something that I experience on a day-to-day basis. They can't wrap their head around it without a point, some point of reference, essentially. And so it's, and you've got people that will try and you've got people that won't. And unfortunately, the people that know you best and are around you all the time are the most likely to take you for granted and not appreciate where you're coming from. Like Darkcast here said on my Twitch chat, every mental illness is unique. And unique in what it affects a person. So just because two people have autism, they may be very different in what they experience and everything like that. Okay, yeah, you're 23. Okay, yeah, so that's right about where I would have guessed. I was going to guess early 20s. I don't get why people have to die. Unfortunately, yes, that is... Well, it's like I was talking about. We get complacent to where people are in our lives, and we take them for granted. And then when they die, regardless of the circumstance, we realize how much they meant to us. And unfortunately, that's, maybe you can just call that a human failing. Should it be that way? No. Should we, call up every day a person that, that means something to us and tell them how much we love and appreciate them? That would be amazing. But is it feasible day in and day out? Because we just assume that people are always going to be there. When in reality, somebody's going to get hit by a bus somewhere in the world in the next few seconds and going to die that nobody expected that was going to happen. And it's going to, dramatically alter the lives of several people who are going to wish that they had spent more time with that person, appreciated that person more, and, express their love to that person more. So it is very much a failing of us that we don't do that we take people for granted. And it's basically just due to the statistics of how unlikely is it that, every person we know, something like that's going to happen. And some people it does happen. Some people have lost, repeatedly throughout their lives, people that meant, so much to them. And those people are changed by that oftentimes don't make the same mistakes in the future of not telling people how much they mean to them anymore, because they've been through it multiple times. They know how quickly somebody can get yanked out of their lives, and they don't want anybody to die with regrets of them not expressing that to them. Like, why though? Why did God make everybody die? Studio, that's a far deeper question that I can really get into. My stream's about 9 hours long, and, we could spend that full 9 hours talking about, God and why people die. And ultimately, there's so many different answers to that question, depending on your culture, depending on your religious beliefs, depending on what you believe God to be. Now, you said that you do believe in God. God is very much a fluid concept. And what I say by that is, if I hold up this V8 can here, this is a can of soda. That's just what it is. It means the same to everybody. Well, it's a can of V8, it's not a can of soda. So this can means the same thing to everybody. And we take that out of the picture and we go, okay, what does God mean to you? God means different things to different people depending on, like I said, culture, religious upbringing, current religious beliefs, experiences, all that. And so God is it's almost like the word love. In fact, it's very similar to that. Love does not mean the same thing to everybody. To one person, love means showing appreciation and telling somebody they love them every day. To somebody else, love can simply mean not beating the crap out of that person. I mean, and those are kind of two extremes there. But, our individual concept of love is tainted or changed, however you want to look at that, by our experiences, by people that told us they loved us and how those people treated us. And so it's like, with God, that it's even within, the same religions, God can have different connotations to different people. So it's there's so much to that question, Studio, that, I would encourage you to find something that resonates with you as to the answer to that question. Now, I grew up in a very religious family, and their answer to why God allows bad stuff to happen to good people never resonated with me. Never made sense to me. They could, show me, scriptures in the Bible and all that stuff. It never resonated with me. Eventually, I reached a point in my life where I started looking on my own for, answers to those types of questions. And looking everywhere, looking at science, looking at, all that stuff. And eventually, I found the answer that completely resonated with me, that answered all my questions for me. And it was a very personal experience. Like, it felt like every question I had growing up in this very religious household that never made sense to me was answered in a way that, made sense to me, that I could relate to, that was, that was factual. So I would encourage you to, if this is something that you really want to get into, start looking for those answers out there. Look at what science says on God, on death, on, any of those subjects. Look at what different religions have to say, and look for something that resonates for you. And it's kind of one of those things you know it when you find it, of when it clicks and goes, okay, this is, this feels right. Then go with that. But to not have a center or a basis like that, it's really tough. You just look around at a world that seems to be just crazy and lawless and, hopeless in a lot of ways. And so, like I said, I would encourage you to, wherever your interest lies, if you want to, look at what, scholars have said, to what scientists say, to any of this stuff. One thing can lead into another, and that's, like the way that I found what clicked for me is I was just trying to learn more about the state of the universe. So I was reading physics books, and those led into, other avenues of, the universe and thought and time and how all this stuff interacts with each other, that eventually, like, it was kind of like a little series of things that, eventually all connected. And, when I got to the spot where I hit it, it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This connects all the dots for me. This answers all the questions I've been wondering about since I was a little kid. All the things that never made sense to me, and going to church and all that. And so it was a bit of a long process, but it was very much worthwhile to me. And, it helped me come to terms with, why bad stuff happens to good people. Why the world seems like, an absolute crap fest. All that stuff, and my experience was very much uniquely, mine. Not that I wouldn't share it with anybody if they wanted to know about it, but in a sense, it answered all my questions. Like, I felt that what I read was specifically written for me. Like, it could not have been any better at, fitting a key into a lock for me. And so, if that interests you, look around, see what you can find. And, always try especially with like family and stuff like that, you know, treat them a little better than they treat you. You know, if you feel that people don't like you and they don't appreciate you, you know, try and let them know that you appreciate them, that you love them, and that can, you know, that can help turn them around to, you know, expressing those same things back to you as well. Yeah, that's true, Temple. Darkcast. It's often churches, you know, you don't get to have a free thought in a lot of those things. You know, in religion, especially as a kid, getting, you know, forced down your throat, as you said. And you're told to just basically accept it, and any questioning or comparison to another religion is deemed as, you know, apocryphal. Anyway, yeah. It's like a very, in their sense, it's like, you know, most religions are very insecure and they don't want you looking anywhere else for answers. Darkcast, sorry to hear about the medical emergency at your airsoft. Why couldn't I think of that word? Airsoft match. Hopefully everything's okay there.
Probe away. I have found something.
Mercenary activity detected. Blue Suns. Alright. Well, I'm going to finish my scan here. Oh, hey, we got some element 0.
Probe away.
But yeah, if you ever need to talk studio, you know, I'm happy to listen. If you just need somebody to listen and, you know, not give a response, that's fine. I can do that too. You know, if you want input on a subject, I'm happy to, you know, give my thoughts as well.
Launching probe.
A lot.
Launching probe.
Oh, that's good, studio. Nice. That's awesome, Tipple.
Probe launched.
And I feel like with PUBG, I'm going backwards. Like I reached, you know, a good point, you know, reasonably skillful, won a lot of games, and now I'm sliding backwards somehow. It's kind of weird.
Probe launched.
Normally the veteran that is pissed. Oh, had a PTSD episode. Dang. Yeah, that'll cause a mess.
Launching probe.
Oh, thanks, studio. Appreciate that. Oh. Alright. There we go.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
You know, I don't know if you read it there, Temple, but someone in terms. Damn, that's crazy, Darkcast. I don't know if you read their half-year update on cheating in PUBG, Temple, but they banned nearly 1.5 million accounts.
Launching probe.
I mean, that seems like a pretty systemic issue to me. Like, they need to do something.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Yeah, no worries, Studio. We'll catch up with you a little bit later.
Probe launched. Probe away.
There we go. Ooh, there we go.
Launching probe.
Oh, that's crazy, Darkcast. Did they injure anybody else, or just kind of wreck their own world?
Probe away. Probe away.
There's any more element 0 here to get. Alright. We're gonna deal with mercenaries. Let's take these two heavy hitters. Ooh. Damn, man. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. Exchange each seals, right? So if he's gonna mess somebody up, they're gonna get messed up. Damn.
Take it!
You and you use those with.
Got it!
Switch up!
Taking heavy fire!
Come on. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. That's what I wanted. I love how they just fall over.
Stop it! Feel the blood rage. Down you go. Time to die!
Ah, where'd he go?
Who's that? Nothing can hurt me.
You say that and then you die and I have to resurrect you. So I wonder if this leads up to... Yes.
Let's go. On it. Loud and clear. I am Krogan! I'm negative for shields. Bring the head. Incoming! Engaging hostile!
Oh, nice studio. Oh, element 0. Nice, nice. Secured in transit. Okay. Recapture derelict ship. Mega Nebula. Oh, we haven't had one of these in a while.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. Coordinates, last known. Valuable cargo, intel. Okay. This is your father shut down before the riot. Okay. Maybe I can talk with Jack now. Well, I mean, it's kind of like it is here, Studio. Like, if you wanted to, you would be able to. Like, it's not explicitly legal, but I don't think it would be a problem for you to, you know, to smoke if you were there. Is this the one I already did? Yeah, okay. Got this ring planet. Small gas giant. How do you have a small giant? Seems a little weird.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Ooh. Look at that.
Probe away.
And finally upgrade these other things I've been holding off on.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
What are you doing right now? So I'm using the scanner to go around and find where these elements peak. I don't have a mouse at the moment. Let's see if I can. Okay. So over here on the side, you'll see, you know, it's kind of like a spectrograph. Is that it? Anyway, as I go over these areas, I'm looking for peaks here that will tell me what I'm hovering over. And so, kind of gone over this area. Let me go back over here. So like right there, if I move it around a little bit and find, okay, I've got some element 0 that seems to peak right around here with some platinum. So I send a probe. It collects both of those elements for me. So right here, I'm going to have some palladium. Not a lot.
Launching probe.
But then it collects the palladium for me. And then each of these I use to upgrade weapons or, oh, there we go. Parts on my ship, stuff like that. And so like this is a gas giant planet, so it doesn't have a surface. So it's just sending down these probes to pull this stuff out of the atmosphere, basically. Looks like we've got some iridium. A little iridium and palladium here.
Launching probe.
Was that one depleted? Yeah, it's depleted. And then from here...
I bumped into Zaid recently.
Uh-oh.
Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I go over here to my tech side. Go to weapons upgrades. And this will cost 25,000 palladium. I currently have 197,000, so we can do that. Oh, Mike is acting up. Okay, sorry, man. Let me move it a little bit closer here. Armor upgrades. Subject 0 biotic boost. Okay. I think I have enough now that I can go ahead and upgrade some of this. Well, actually I don't have that much. Maybe 8,000. So we'll do this to give Jack a boost. Alright, we'll see how that works. Let's fuel up or get more probes, and we just have one more planet. And we'll go do our mission. We got a rich planet. Oh, look at that. More element 0.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Bunch of iridium. Wow, whole bunch.
Launching probe.
This is a rich planet.
Launching probe.
Well, my day's going okay, Darkcast. Thanks for asking.
Probe away.
All right, thanks, Studio. Appreciate that. Ooh, there we go. It doesn't sound like you're going anywhere soon, Darkcast.
Probe launched.
Come on.
Probe launched.
Hey, how was skydiving?
Probe away.
Was that yesterday? Ooh, there we go.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Oh, today, okay.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
Alright, so we're not depleted yet, so there's still another vein somewhere.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
There's still a vein of something I'm missing. Ah, there we go.
Probe away.
That did it. Round 12. Okay, nice. Did you do video? Did you like strap a GoPro to your chest or something? Or buy some more probes and then I'll head over to Alpha Draconis. Enoch. Keeping it nice and biblical with the names. Alright, we've been doing enough surveying here. Let's, oh, this only has 2 planets. Okay, we'll help Jacob and then survey the other planet. Oh. So much for that.
Registration BW4610034087.
Launching probe.
Impacted unscheduled suborbital.
Scans have found something.
Well, let's keep scanning. Since we're here. We just hit a big bunch of Element Zero.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
Back in there. Oh,
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Alright, I think we got all the elements zero we can.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Okay. Let's go land. And we've got Jacob. Oops. Can't change his appearance. And Jacob and Grunt. I always forget to use that.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Alright.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Looks like it was stripped.
After the crash, they'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Alright.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted. By
Damn,
Acting
Darkhouse.
Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
That long? He's got it.
Alright.
She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. And the look she gives when she's crazier now. What's now we're stuck here.
Luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him. What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
Ain't no way around, right? Yeah. Okay.
You came? From the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The Hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Oh, dang it. I didn't see the...
Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
They've seen it.
Didn't see the option quick enough.
Shield has failed.
Target down!
Right in the head!
That's a nice trip.
One more.
Where are you?
Right!
Got it. Nothing can hurt me!
It's not exactly true.
Try. Fail.
Those humans were not decaying. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Dim, but from the same clan that attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
If the males were exiled, they die or get stronger. How else should it be?
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that, Temple. I'm gonna have to do a little troubleshooting with Steam Elements. Everything I've done says it's set up correctly, but... Whoa!
Tactics like this are fit for prisoners.
Please, here. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Think on your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay.
My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Not what I would have done, but they were in a desperate situation.
How long do you stay desperate? The numbers go up from there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
It's looking like he only activated the beacon because the men have come back ready to fight.
He let this happen, and now it's biting him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
Alright. Whoa, whoops. Damn it. Can't believe I did that. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. Only just got free.
The old dead are posed. A warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The Hunters started fighting back.
Up front!
Excuse me.
One more.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Yeah. Come on.
Too late. Now you're dead.
Got him. You're done. Have a nice trip.
Impact imminent.
Eyes ahead.
Force casualty. You're offline.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun. Now he wants out. Son of a...
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
throwing people away.
I just got
This
heavy
thing is not my father.
weapon ammo, so we know something big is coming.
Head there. Hostile drone!
Oh, yep, there it is.
I am Krogan!
Yes, you are, big guy. Yes, you are. Oh, wrong gun. Why does it keep doing that? I keep switching guns. There. Come on.
Nothing can hurt me!
Why can't I switch? Okay, well this seriously sucks.
Little pieces of crap!
Come on, get up, Jacob.
Get over here! Hostile! Too late! Now you're dead! In the eye!
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Yeah, it has ammo. It's got 10 rounds. But it won't. I can't switch off of the sniper rifle. Weird. And annoying.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy.
Thanks, Starcast.
Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation. But you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot. My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Half-charged. You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We could be long gone by the time they get here.
They get as much as a glimpse, and you're restricted to decaf.
Great, may as well serve it in the airlock, you hard ass.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor? Or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, the name is Assassin Darkcast, so it means anybody's a potential target.
Thanks for diverting to the Gernsback, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. And don't worry, It will not affect how I do my job. It's over.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Go hit the tech lab. Ooh, heavy ship armor. Sorry made Solaris armor upgrade. Let's do it.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need it.
Hey, I guess if the price is right, Darkcast.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Always. I'm dealing with a few loose ends for Cerberus. We haven't had much free time lately. But I haven't forgotten our earlier discussion. I think we're crazy, but I haven't forgotten. Assuming you're still interested.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Glad to hear it. I'll be by the next time things are quiet.
I can't believe the Collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Yeah, she doesn't need anything. Okay, I think we're good. Now we just need to move on to Tally's mission. After I scan the last planet in this system.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
away. Probe away.
Yeah. We're good. 100% on Alpha Draconis. Means back to Enoch. Okay, help Tali. Okay, that's interesting. Fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. Take Tali and... Feels like a good Miranda mission. Ooh. Maybe Sumi. These checks are important, okay. Yeah, I get any more squad points. It's stuck at 3 for a little while now. I never use this damn tactical cloak thing either. What level am I? Oh, crap. I don't know.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I'd never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Alright.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such...
If Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Tali Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Recognize that voice.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Tali, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vas Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
You underestimate us, Tali. Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Oh yeah, this seems like it's gonna go great.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
You're telling me that one of your ships is controlled by the Geth, and you're sitting here holding a trial?
The ship is disabled, Shepard. Our teams have tried to retake it without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
You think Tali's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the...
Loyalty to the fleet is about...
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Take care, Vitor, and good luck.
You too. Be safe out there.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerrel and the cowardly Zal Chorus be the ones to chart this course. I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zal Chorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shala Ran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shala Ran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
It's Captain.
Cal Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ran asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side. then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star. Our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
I collect all these, right?
Tali. I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And you're Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. So, you stole the Nima's best crew member. I suppose I'll allow it, given what you did to those Geth at the Citadel.
I take it you and Tali are acquainted.
All the old guard knows Tali. Rael brought her to Admiralty board meetings when she was a little girl.
It was one of the few times I got to see him.
Hey now. Your father didn't always show it, but he cared. He cares about you. You two were always too much alike to get along. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rael was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
When you didn't recognize Tali as Admiral Zen, she's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy, and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Yeah, it seemed like they were setting up something cool with the Dark Star there, or Star Dark Energy thing.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkorus Vas Quib. Do not ask
Quib
about
Quib.
the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rail Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Do you support peace or war against the Geth?
Tali, Shepard, you should get to the Alarai.
You already talked to him, right?
Good luck.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
At least someone here is looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alarai really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find Father.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Oh, I'd really like to change crew members. Like, peace is always preferred.
Out of control. This is on their heads.
But the Geth, I mean, obviously these people need a home world.
My father dead or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Rand herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Who decides where the migrant fleet is going?
That's a more complex question than you might think. The Conclave votes on where we're going, but the Admiralty works out how we get there safely. Avoiding areas of piracy, scheduling resupply, that sort of thing.
Seems like you're cut out of the loop.
Raya has a representative in the Conclave, like every other ship. But me personally, I don't get to say in anything that happens beyond my ship's hull. If my crew doesn't like the way things are going, we're free to leave the fleet at any time. Of course, since the Raya produces about a third of the fleet's food, they try to keep us happy.
Why's the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at the Red Dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Why'd you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine. Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
Yeah, it'll have to be more of an in-the-moment thing. I don't think I can make the call right now. Darkcast. Okay. Well, I guess I'm stuck with,
Talizora is the pride of our fleet. They can't exile her.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
this isn't exactly a mission I would have brought Miranda on.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
Talizora is the pride of our fleet. They can't.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Here we go. See, I thought Miranda would have been a good, like, you know, political option, essentially. You know, good for a trial. We need disruptor ammo. Not exactly who I would have picked to come into a fight.
On it. Obstacle counter.
Reload, stupid!
One down.
What is that thing?
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haestrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secured drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haestrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Okay.
On our right!
I can't believe I did that. Damn it. Sloppy. Not sloppy. Oh, crap. Battery, CH.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
We should keep moving.
Right. Don't let him! Good girl! Optical countermeasures!
Alright. Good grief.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness.
Oh, I can't get over there. Don't move. Come on. Miranda's holding their own here.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to...
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
You don't know how he would have ended that message.
Yes. I do. Come on. Let's finish this.
Oh, that's a big one.
We've got cloaked targets.
Incoming. Good girl.
Hostile combat drone.
Good stuff, ladies.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
That breaks our most sacred laws. Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but when this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admiral say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Interesting. Interesting.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
You didn't waste much time declaring us dead. Go get your ship.
We apologize, Shepard. Your success in taking back the Al-Arai is very unexpected.
But also very welcome.
Did you find anything on the Al-Arai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
I mean, she asked me not to, and it's a loyalty mission, so I feel like I have to go with, you know, with what she wants. Because I don't think it's going to exactly grant me any loyalty if I, you know, dump the evidence there. I don't know what the rally the crowd option is. What does rally the, I mean, does rally the crowd then give me, like, does it come back and let me choose between these, or is that a final option? Because if we can just kind of sidestep either one of these with a good distraction, then...
Look at them. All of you. They don't care about Tali. All they care about is their war with the Geth. Tali risked her life for all of you. On Haestrom, hell, on the Citadel when she stopped Saren. She deserves better than this.
If Commander Shepard has no new evidence, I suggest we render judgment.
Wait! Shepard is right! Tali saved me. She doesn't deserve to be exiled.
Damn straight. Tali's done more for this fleet than you assholes ever will. You're pissing on everything I fought for, everything Tali fought for. So if you exile her, you might as well do the same to me.
Me too.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
It was an honor to speak for my friend, Admirals.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
I wasn't gonna let Talizora Vas Normandy get exiled on my watch.
Thank you, Captain.
This should come in handy.
Dun dun dun.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Multi-core shielding, huh? Alright, let's run over to
For you, Commander.
engineering, check in with Tali.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles, but
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve, but my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Gap. I should get back to work, but thanks for checking on me.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it would. Okay. So, from here, we have options. Let me recapture the freighter. Where's the freighter? On doing these other missions? Okay. So I guess my main is the IFF. The Shadow Broker. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, Derelict Reaper. Let's do this real quick.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Call that good.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
All right. We hit this Reaper. 2-kilometer long ship. Oh crap, it is, isn't it? Oh man. Alright, I think, since I can't apparently back out, thank you for pointing that out, Darkcast. I'm gonna go Grunt, Zaid. They're my 2 heavy hitters. Go. Max out my disruptor ammo. Give it to the squad. 40 to 60% damage, otherwise the same. Can I back out? I don't think I can back out.
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's mass effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the hurricane, huh?
Alright. Time for some Red Dead. Take me a minute here to get the stream switched over, so we'll put on some music here to put us in a Red Dead state of mind. see.